I see a lot of people claiming that they think we need to pay streamers to... Damn, bro, I'm crazy! Alright, what is up, my hot dog roller enthusiast? Slop here, back at it again with another Daily The Finals upload, and today we're doing things a little bit differently. I'm going to be hopping into a match of Power Shift and going over what I feel are the current major problems in the finals, and my thoughts on the current state of the game as a whole. So, without further ado, let's run that hoe. Alright, so the first thing I want to go over in this game is actually the long-term grind and progression. So as it stands, you can get to level 50, which is the max in the game currently, after like, I don't know, probably like 100 hours of playing, which is admittedly quite a bit, but you would need a way higher ceiling than that for the hardcore like grinders. I think this game would benefit greatly from some sort of like emblem or calling card system, I don't know, something like Overwatch, where you can, even if it's something stupid like a calling card that 99% of the community does not care about, just having something like elusive and hard to get like that will assist. Ooh, that was crazy! It'll make a lot more people want to just put in like the hours to get whatever the elusive cool thing is. And it'll be a lot better if it is like an actually cool thing. So yes, we do need way more long-term grind things for the people that are putting in the hours.
Special delivery.
Nice. I also feel like we definitely need some more like casual kind of party game almost-esque modes in this game. Just look at games like, look at the most popular games out there right now, like Fortnite, Roblox, that type of crap, where it's not, while there is like a hardcore grind competitive option, that's not the only core identity of the game. And maybe if you are just chilling, sitting around, you do have an alternative of something to do. You can play the creative modes or whatever in Fortnite, or the Guitar Hero, or, you know, crap like that. So, while it's a little bit harder in a game like this because it's a bit more of a like refined identity as a sense, there's not like this game isn't, you know, it's not Fortnite. Whether it's a mode like prop hunt or, you know, something fun like party-esque like that, I think this game would definitely benefit from having just an option like that for either more casual players who don't appreciate super hard grinds and competitiveness, or just people who do like that, but, you know, sometimes you're just not feeling it. Like, sometimes you're not trying to grind ranked and you just want to, like, chill with either maybe yourself. Maybe you're just, like, watching a podcast and you want to just shit around. But currently there's no options for that in this game. So we need more casual options. That leads me into weekly incentives. I feel as though... Oh, come on. What? Huh, come on. Damn it. We need more weekly incentives to play this game. In Season 1, there was literally nothing other than, I guess, the weekly item shop rotation. But, I mean, come on, like, who really cares about that, to be frank? With the launch of Season 2, they introduced the new, like, weekly quest system where basically they stack like they do in Fortnite, and you can just, like, build up all the weeks until the end and then do them all then. And it also gives you cosmetics for completing the weekly quest. I think that was an absolutely insanely good change. Stuff like that is just needed in a game like this. Come on. Ooh, shit. Oh, there he is. Come here, fool. Come here, come here. Come here. Oh! No. Oh yeah, weekly incentives. We need just, whether it's like, even more than weekly, it could be daily incentives, but just more reasons to log into the game other than just the weekly quest, because most people, if you're grinding hard, you're going to finish those weekly quests the day they drop, and then you don't really have a reason to log in until the next week. And that actually ties into my next point, which is FOMO. And this is going to be quite controversial, but I think this game actually might need a little bit more FOMO. I know this is a very hated strategy in games and in marketing as a whole, but unfortunately, it is a very effective strategy and it works quite well. So if what we as a community want, oh damn it, if what we as a community want is truly just a higher player base and a bigger community, then introducing more FOMO aspects is the way to get that. Just look at the biggest games and look at why they're the biggest games. You think Fortnite would have 20 million concurrent players if they didn't have limited time collab skins dropping every week that might not ever return, and you gotta get on and buy them now or you might never get them? FOMO, FOMO, FOMO. And while I do think that it's kind of a predatory thing, and it's definitely not good for kids and developing minds to develop that relationship with microtransactions and stuff, I'm not arguing the ethics of if it's a good thing. I'm just saying if you want the game to be bigger, that is definitely a way to make it bigger. What the hell just happened? So yeah, if you want the game to be bigger, make the skins limited time and have more FOMO stuff for people to play. Because that it works, frankly. People want the limited exclusive stuff. Alright, my next biggest problem with the game is the current content creation and big streamers side of the game. So as it currently stands, it's basically Otter. If you're a fan of the finals, you know who Otter is. He's basically like the ninja of the finals. He's not like a Shroud or an XQC or something like that is pulling crazy numbers, but still, him and I think it's Staycation are really the only two big content creators on this game, and they both came from Apex, if I'm correct. But at this point, Staycation doesn't even make videos about the finals anymore. He just does Apex. So I see a lot of people claiming that they think we need to pay streamers to... Damn, bro, I'm crazy! I keep seeing a lot of sentiment on places like Reddit and whatnot where it seems like the community thinks that Embark should be paying the streamers to stream the finals as a way of advertising the game. And while I could not disagree more, it would probably provide somewhat of an initial boost. But if you think that paying Shroud to pretend he likes the game for a day is gonna provide any sort of monumental increase or change to the current player base or community, then you're just delusional. Yeah, it might gain an extra 1,000 concurrent players for that week because he streamed it to 10,000 people and some of them liked it, but come on. I personally feel that those resources are much better utilized elsewhere at Embark. Instead of paying Shroud to play the game, why don't you just make the game better? I also wanted to discuss the current perception on the game across different social medias. I've looked through different comment sections and I've seen different threads on ads for the game and just discussions on the current state of the game, and it seems like from people who don't play the game, which is a majority of the world, believe it or not, that this game is way too high of TTK and it's infested with cheaters, which the first thing, that's a stupid statement. There's not a correct TTK. It's just what game you're used to. It's saying it's just stupid. It doesn't even make sense. There's a high and a low TTK. You can make those statements, but there's not a correct one. But how can we change that perception of the game? I think we just need to do things that would convince people to try the game on their own, and they will learn that no, the game is not infested with cheaters as much as Reddit wants to make you believe that. And also, no, while the TTK is higher than Call of Duty, that doesn't mean it's a bad game. You just should maybe branch out and try different things, pal. And the last thing that I see as a major point of contention within the community is the balancing surrounding the game. So while I do not have too much input on this category, I can see the frustration, and I do definitely empathize and understand why people feel this way. It's just really hard to make claims one way or another, because the way I currently look at it is there are 3 different categories in this game. There's casual, when you have quick cash and power shift, where people are just kind of shitting around, doing whatever. And then you have ranked, bronze through gold, which is a little bit more hardcore. And then you have platinum and diamond ranked, which is a completely separate category from the other two, with a pretty set in stone meta at most points where the majority of teams you are going to come into across Platinum and Diamond are going to be utilizing the most effective, like, meta number analysis, crazy strategies that could be used, frankly. Like, and while the 5,000 people or whatever that are in Diamond may have very strong feelings about, let's say, heavy mesh shield, I don't know, then they'll bitch about how it needs a health nerf because it's the only thing they're coming up against in Diamond Ranked, and it's just unplayable and it's horrible and get this out of the game now. And then you've got the people in Casual who nobody's ever even used the mesh shield in Casual, like Power Shift before, so they're like, what are you talking about? You're stupid. And then you've got the people in Gold Ranked who are like, well, I use mesh shield, but like it's not that good, it's okay, whatever. So none of these groups are able to come to a unanimous decision. So who should Embark balance the game for? Is it the top tier people investing hundreds, if not thousands of hours of their time into just grinding the piss out of this game? Or should they balance it for the majority who are probably in one of the other two categories? I don't know the answer to this question, frankly, and I don't think Embark does either, to be real. I don't think there is a correct answer to this question, and I think we as a community need to come together and realize that our experiences playing this game are not the entire experience playing this game, and maybe even if we feel as though it's an obvious that this weapon is crazy or life is super bad and needs a buff, maybe the numbers are telling Embark differently and we should just trust the devs of the game or play a different game. Well, I think everybody needs to be a little bit more open-minded and hear each other out instead of just assuming that they know what's insanely overpowered and like, oh, you don't think light's terrible? You're insane. It's just like, people are just ridiculous. But I just wanted to say I personally am very excited to see what the future of the finals holds, and while it might seem like all doom and gloom, I do actually think the finals is in a great state right now. In the Reddit AMA, Rob, the like CEO or whatever of Embark, said that the game has never actually dropped below 300,000 daily active users, which is pretty mind-blowing when you would think about it. That's a lot of people. But yeah, honestly, I think the finals is in a great state. I think it'll be fine for a very long time, and I think it's only going to grow from here. Well, ladies and gentlemen, unfortunately, that is all she wrote for today. Sorry for all the bitching and moaning, but we'll be right back on that grind tomorrow, don't you worry. If you'd like to follow along, make sure to like and subscribe. But other than that, thank you for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you tomorrow. Slop out.
You're so skibbity. You're so Phantom Tax.